So I recently made a video with Berbatov, and during the making of that video, I went back to watch some FC24 gameplay to get clips for the intro of that. And in doing that, I just saw how much I was enjoying playing the game back then. You gotta understand, when it comes to me, I didn't start playing Ultimate Team online until FC24 because they added the women to the game. I didn't care about anything else. The fact that they added the women to Ultimate Team made me want to play Ultimate Team online. I was strictly someone who only played the career mode, and I would only buy the game in March of each year. Then just play career mode. I might log into Ultimate Team, just to do some squad battles, or the AI thing that you'll do before squad battles was a thing. So I was never really an Ultimate Team guy. And when I played S24, it was just a new thing for me. So I was having so much freaking fun and enjoying myself. If you watch those videos of S24, especially when I first started, I seemed like I was a different person back then than I am now. And it's funny because it's only been 2 years, if even that, a year and a half maybe. And it's just funny to be at S26 and look at the videos I post now. I just don't seem like I'm enjoying myself. I don't seem like I'm happy at all playing the game. And while watching those videos, I understood why. And it's because my mentality changed. And I do this a lot where I talk about mentality when it comes to video games and how you approach them. My mentality changed because how I was making content changed. Back then, I didn't care about doing anything other than just sharing my experience with the game. It wasn't about, trying to appeal to anyone. It wasn't about doing reviews. It wasn't about anything other than I'm just trying to have fun my way. And to an extent, I still do that. I do the reviews that I do because that's what I care about. Those are the players I care about. Build the teams that I build because that's the teams I want to build. That's still for the love of the game and for the love of just having fun. I always say this. If you come to my channel and you're expecting to see meta gameplay, meta tactics, meta formations, and meta freaking players, you're in the wrong place. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I play this game because it's a video game. I want to have fun playing football with my favorite players. Not your favorite players, not someone else's favorite players, my favorite players. I don't care if from a viewing standpoint, you want to see the meta players. There's people you can watch for that. There's tons of people on this platform who are just uploading the exact same generic shit that other people are freaking uploading. The exact same tactics, the exact same formation, the exact same gameplay, where it's just park the bus, try to do some one-time passes for a goal, or some cutbacks for a goal. No real build-up, no real tiki-taka, nothing. There's tons of that on this platform. And I'm not even necessarily consulting those people, but don't come to my channel and try to dictate what I upload or what teams I use, what players I use, or complain about what my team looks like. Because I'll tell you this right now, I'm not Zoe. When I say that, I see the comments people make in his YouTube comment section, his Twitch streams, people saying exceptions to Twitch streams and things like that, just the comments that are just negative. Same thing comes in the Pentas. I'll see people in his comments trying to dictate, what kind of squads that they use. And it's I'm not them. And when I say that, I mean, I'm just gonna delete your comment. I don't care. I'm not trying to appeal to you. I'm not gonna be oh well, this random stranger who I don't know doesn't like that my team looks like a fun squad. It's not meta. It has a lot of women in it. I don't care if you don't like that. I'm not gonna change my team for you. I play this game because it's a video game. I don't get paid for these videos. And even if I did, I would still play it the same way I'm playing right now. I play this game because it's a video game and I have fun doing it. This is not my primary channel. I have a whole other YouTube channel where I do gameplay reviews of other games. I have a Twitch stream where I stream 4 days a week of FPS games and RPGs. I almost never launch FC my live stream unless I'm being asked to play Rush. And it's just I know it sounds like I'm kind of being aggressive when I'm not, but it's just looking back at those videos made me feel like I missed that spark. I miss how much fun and joy that I had playing the game. I miss being able to just not really care about anything else other than, you know, what's going on for like my players. You know, I said before in my women's video that I did a few days ago, not a week ago, about how people are just now finding out how good these players are, and I've been telling people they've been that good for 3 years or 3 FC cycles because they look my videos. Yanni's my videos S24, Rofo's my videos S24, Patrick's my videos S24. All these players you're hearing about now were in my videos in FC24. But because y'all are reactionary, y'all don't find out that those people are good until a pro player uses it and you go, oh, Goreton is actually freaking good because Boris used it or his pros used it. It's like they've always been good. And I'm trying to, like, you know, be aggressive or arguments with anyone, because this video isn't about that. This video is about me coming to the realization that I want to get back to what I used to do, which is just having, like, trying to have as much fun as I can playing football. You know, I feel like that mentality that I had 2 cycles ago has diminished. In part is because the meta has kind of like just buried my ability to enjoy the game. Part was also myself just not really connecting with the game the way I did back then. Back then, I would upload cup gameplay. I don't touch it. Like I did upload. I don't think I uploaded a single cup gameplay of FC25 because I was my brain. I'm just like, people don't want to watch that, and they'll look at it as like, oh, you're trying to show off how cool or good a card is, but you're doing it in a cup. Cups don't matter, you know, because like people's mentality is you have to do it in rivals. You gotta do it in champs, otherwise your opinion's devalued. That's silly to me. It's silly to me that you can devalue people's opinions based on what mode they're playing. It doesn't help that if it's a competitive game, so you can see a player in a competitive setting. Sure, at the end of the day, if they perform well in one mode, they'll perform well in another mode. That's because, again, I know I'm repeat myself, at the end of the day, how good any card performs is based on the person behind the sticks, not based on the actual card itself. You know, there's only so much the cards can do for you as an individual. If you're bad at the game, you can have Messi and still be bad at the game. You can have DVD and still be bad at the game. You know, you can have Thierry Henry and still be bad at the game. It's about the person behind the sticks. That's why people are out there going 15-0 bronze squads. You know, going 15-0 silver squads, going 15-0 with the random ass teams that they build. It's a skill thing. And one of the things that annoy me the most when it comes to like the content side of things is, you know, you kind of feel like people only care about your opinion depending on what part of the world you live on and depending on what division you're in. And it's like, I get it to an extent when it comes to like, you know, wanting to see a elite division gameplay, but you also understand this. Sometimes, you know, this is a common saying in IRL sports. The best teachers weren't the best students. They weren't the best players. A lot of the best coaches, best managers in all sports weren't great players, but they understood the game to an extent that allowed them to make other people around them better. They understood how each player's work, how the tactics work, and all that kind of stuff, and they can get things successfully through being a teacher, more so than just being a player or being a student. And vice versa, students don't tend to make great coaches. Some of the best players don't turn into being good coaches, because even though they can play on the field, they don't actually have the ability to translate that into being a teacher. You know, and it's like, and I'll say this too when it comes to like, you know, level of competition. It doesn't really matter what division you're in. If you're playing the daily knockout tournaments, you're playing the gauntlets, those are all open matchmakers. And it comes to like champs, you can play someone who might be freaking in Div 6 or Div 7, or you might play someone who's in elite division. You just don't know. A lot of these teams look exactly alike. You will see teams in elite division that look like Div 7 teams. You'll see teams in Div 7 that look like elite division teams, and you're just sitting there like, that's a crazy ass looking team for freaking Div 7. You know? So generally I'm just trying to say, like, people shouldn't focus so much on that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, you're playing a video game. You know, unless you are a pro player or someone who averages, you know, a few thousand views video, you're not making money off this game. if you're a content creator, even more so, you shouldn't care about anything other than just your own ability to enjoy the game and how you can enjoy the game. I feel like a lot of people, they get so negative towards this game because they're addicted to conflict, they're addicted to packs, they're addicted to having to achieve a certain level of a squad, and they just forget why they initially started playing Ultimate Team. They forget the reason they enjoy playing video games in general. They sit there and tell so like, you can't have fun with this game. You can, but you won't let yourself have fun. And if you feel like your team has to be changed out to be meta in order for you to have fun, that is a skill issue. If I sat here and told you I can't win games because my team isn't good enough, that's a skill issue. My team is good enough. I'm not. That's the reality of it. And it sucks because it's just like, I just wish people had a different mentality towards this game, towards these games. You know, trying to build a fun squad. You know, like it's kind of like, I got a comment on a video that I deleted the comment where a guy's like, "What is that team?" And it's like, what do you mean? Why do you care? Why are you invested in being negative towards my team? You know, like when I see teams that don't look like the teams I always see, my brain doesn't go, what the fuck is that? When I've played against all Colombian teams or all Mexico teams or all freaking American teams, my brain doesn't go, what the fuck is that? He goes, hey, this guy's being different. Cool. And at 75, I faced someone who had like an all Gotham FC team. And I was like, that's pretty unique. Uniqueness is cool. You know, I would rather face that than face the exact same teams over and over again. Oh, congrats, you have Arda Güler in your squad. So does the last 5 people I faced. Congrats, you have freaking Messi. So does the last 5 people I placed. Congrats, you have Pena. So does the last people I faced. I'm not saying like anything about those particular players. Just use them as an example. You know? And I guess with this venting of a video, it's kind of like just me venting. I just wish people in this community were a lot better. Because outside of like Yu-Gi-Oh, FC is the only community I've taken part in where the community is a big reason for why the vibe of the game is so negative. Like EA does what EA does, but a lot of the negativity towards this game is community driven. Community voluntarily does things to make the game miserable. Community voluntarily does things to make people not want to like build their ideal squads or fun squads or play the game they want to play the game. The community finds ways to just be negative. They'll look for something to be negative about. They'll look for something to be hateful about. You know, it's crazy because at the same time, I think a lot of y'all who are inherently negative, y'all don't even think of yourselves as being like bad people or people who need mental help. An example I have is like, I was playing Battlefield 6 on my live stream, and I was popping off like I always do on Battlefield. And, you know, coincidentally, there was this guy who was just, you know, camping his ass off, trying to be the world's greatest sniper in history of mankind. And, you know, just me just playing the game, I just happened to keep, you know, killing the guy in the video game. You know, got to prep certain things. And it wasn't a targeted thing. It just happened to be that he was always in the exact same spot every single time. And he was in a spot between 2 flags that I'm, you know, traversing through because, you know, we're playing Conquest. Some flags can take by the enemy, so you go back and forth. And he just in the way. I didn't know what the guy's name was. Like I said, it wasn't a target thing. But this guy was so angry about the fact that he just kept dying to me. He started to spam me with party invites. He sent 100 party invites on one account to try to get me to come to his freaking party because he was just frustrated and pissed off. I blocked his account. He logged into another account to keep doing more invites till I blocked that account. That is a person who's not mentally well. And I mention this because this community does the exact same thing. You'll play games of rivals or champs or whatever, and people will just message you for whatever reason. All you do is just play a video game, but now they're so pissed off at you because they lost the game or how they won the game, whatever it may be, and now they feel like they gotta message you. It's like, that's not a mentally sane thing to do. It's one thing if you're like, hey, GG's, or hey, that's a very unique team you got there. Pretty cool to see that. But to like be negative towards anything, that is a voluntary choice to vocalize that negativity. Complete voluntary choice. So instead of like judging what teams the Pentez uses, or judging what teams, you know, Zwayback uses, or judging what teams I use or anyone use. Just play the fucking game. Play the game your way. My way of playing this game, my way of having fun with this game, is the squads that I build. If I couldn't play the squads that I play, I wouldn't play the game. I don't care to have the most meta squad because it doesn't interest me. You know, I don't care about using players who I have no passion for. I don't. If I have literally no ties to a player, I don't want them in my squad. You know, when I pack those kind of players, guess what happens to those players? They either stay in the club forever, or they just get SBC'd with no care in the world on who they are. I can pack an 88 ESOC and put it to SBC with no thoughts in my head. I'm not an ESOC fan. He doesn't play for any of my teams. I have no connection to ESOC. Same thing as like Musiala. But I might pack like a Ashley Sanchez who's 82 rated gold common and be like, oh, I can't wait to evolve this card. That's a player who I know IRL, not personally, but someone who I've watched IRL for years, someone who has played on teams that I, you know, watch on a normal basis. Passion drives me when it comes to my squad. Passion drives me when it comes to what I build and the content that I make. And going back to the original point of the video and the start of this video, that passion has kind of died because of like how miserable this community makes this game to play. And seeing myself enjoy FC, look at those videos, is maybe kind of like a not like a really emotional, but kind of like getting there, where it's like, you know, I kind of miss just not caring and just being full on passion. I'm at a 424 majority of S24. You know, formation that people would dare not touch now because they're afraid of, you know, attacking, you know, players. They're afraid of allowing goals. Doesn't matter if you play a 4-2-1-3 or 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-4-2 or 4-3-3 or 4-5-1. Chances are you're gonna allow a lot of goals right now. So you might as well just play information like the 4-2-4 or the 4-3-3 bracket 4 and just, you know, just go for the shootout. It is what it is. Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, it's a video game. The goal here is to have fun, and how you have fun is based on you. You know, I'm not telling you how you can have fun. Like, don't get it twisted when it comes to this video. I am not telling anyone how they can have fun. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the opposite. I'm telling you to just do whatever the fuck you want, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. The way I have fun is how I have fun. If you don't like that, this is not the place for you. If you don't like the fact that someone's sitting here uploading videos of this game, out of just free will, I upload videos to this channel of FC26 because I just want to. I don't have to, I don't need to, I just want to do it. If people enjoy it, I appreciate that. If you don't enjoy it, that's on you, it's a personal problem. Again, I said it before, to quote the Russo brothers who made Avengers, not Avengers like 1, but like, you know, the Avengers Endgame and Avengers 2. They were asking in the interview, what do you do if people don't like your movies? And the Russo brothers' response was, we make movies that we want to watch. That's it. If other people watch it and they like it, that's really, really cool. If people watch it and they don't like it, you can't please everyone. If you watch my content and you like what I do, that's freaking cool. Thanks for rocking with your boy. If you don't, hit the X and get out of here. I'm not going to cater to you. I'm not going to change up my style or what I do or what I build because you don't like it. You're an individual. You think of yourself as like the center of the universe because you're a narcissist. I don't have to appeal to you. This is not what this channel exists for. It's not meant to appeal to people. It's meant to just be me expressing myself. Content creation is art. I'm just being an artist. I'm just expressing myself and posting it to the world to see. If the world likes it, cool. If the world doesn't like it, also cool. I'm out of here. Deuces.